This week,
Heart Heroes takes place at Warner Park,
the drama department puts on their annual improv show,
showcasing Val's Pumpkin Patch,
and a feature on the tech intern Ethan Ty.
All this and more on the MWHS Wildcat News.
Welcome back, Wildcats. I'm Nate Broker.
And I'm Carly Bailey.
On October 1st, DECA partnered with Heart Heroes to throw a celebration of those who suffer from heart diseases at a young age. Catalyst Editor-in-Chief Quinn Burton and staff reporter Delaney Lewick were there and have more.
On October 1st, Heart Heroes, an organization dedicated to raising funds for kids affected by congenital heart disease, hosted its 11th annual Heart Run, a 5K and 2K event that increases awareness for families directly affected by CHD.
Heart Heroes was founded about 13 years ago. I have a child that has congenital heart disease, and me and a group of moms just decided our kids needed superhero capes. And so it kind of all started with a cape, which is why we kind of say more than just a cape, because although we started with capes, we do so much more for the families and providing support and just lifting them up and empowering them and bringing them together to celebrate their heart heroes.
Mm-hmm. The idea for an organization sparked after Burton's son, Sam, was born with half a heart in 2006.
Congenital heart disease, it's just when you're born with like an abnormal heart, basically. And so I was born with what's called hypoplastic right heart syndrome. So there's just a whole bunch of stuff wrong with my heart when I was a baby. So I think my favorite part of the events is just like seeing all like the different families that are there, and like we're all there for like the same cause. So I think that's pretty cool, and like we're also there like just bringing like notice to what's going on in like the CHD community.
A pivotal aspect of the Heart Run event is to recognize the families and the children of those who lost their battle to CHD far too soon.
In Nebraska, every 32 hours, a heart hero is born, which is massive. And unfortunately, a lot of those don't survive to see their first birthday or make it to adulthood. So we choose to honor and empower those families and continue to let them know that their child leaves behind a legacy that we will continue to work our best to help spread. And so we started doing butterflies. And basically we just want the CHD families that have lost their child far too soon to know that they're always a member of the Heart Heroes family. We also work really hard to make sure that we can honor the legacy of those children.
Working alongside the organization, the DECA department helped to shine a light on this disease and volunteer for the cause.
At the event, we mainly worked at a table that was like a coloring station, and then they also had a banner that we were like having people write messages on that was for the Heart Heroes. I really enjoyed getting to see all the little kids come up and color, and it also just gave their parents a little break from having to like walk around and make sure that they're not running off.
Heart Heroes' mission is twofold: for the Omaha community to recognize how much of an unserved population the CHD community is, and for the families affected by CHD, a reminder that they have a community to support them and empower them. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Delaney Lewick and Quinn Burton.
The MWHS Wildcat News received a Cornhusker Award at the Nebraska High School Press Association on Monday, October 16th. The Catalyst Print, the Catalyst Online, and the Prowler Yearbook also received Cornhusker Awards. This is the highest award handed out for journalist excellence in high school publications.
The Prowler Yearbook was the first and only school inducted into the NHSPA Cornhusker Hall of Fame, an award given to the publications that received 10 Cornhuskers during a 12-year period. On Tuesday, October 3rd, the Millard West Drama Department put on their annual improv show. With suggestions and topics being picked from the crowd, each group had their own chance to show their skills on the fly. Staff reporters Jacob Hargens and Z Salgado have more.
I think I missed.
On October 3rd, the Drama Department hosted their annual improv show in the Millard West Auditorium. Multiple games were played, including Scenes from the Beach, Monologue Waterfall, Film Dubs, and more.
So the rehearsal process for improv is very short. We only have a handful of meetings to get ready for the show, mostly so that we can teach everybody the games that we're playing and give them some tips on how to be good improvisers.
The difference between rehearsing for an improv show and a regular play or musical is that the actors meet much less. The only thing that needs preparing in an improv show is learning how to play the games correctly. When the actors do meet, they separate into their previously assigned groups and work together to come up with an outline for the show.
I think my favorite part is how unpredictable it is. There can be some really funny bits that come out of it and that can also come in later. It's a lot of fun having to make things up off the bat.
During the rehearsal process, the directors of the show give the cast ideas and challenges to further expand their stories and add creativity to each game.
So the difference between an improv show and a main stage play is that there's way less prep work. We don't have a script we have to comb through. We don't have any requirements. We just get to pick out improv games that are fun and teach people how to do them. And so it's way more like laid back.
To create a fun and unique atmosphere on stage, there were 3 teams that dressed up in different styles. Each group came up with a theme or dynamic approach in order to enhance the stories and bring in the audience.
I think by far my favorite part of improv just has to be some of the very interesting places that you'll find yourself, because while you may have a wonderful idea for how you want the story to go, if your partner comes and throws an absolute curveball at you, you just gotta go with the flow and you gotta try to make this very, very strange story somehow work. And I think there's a lot of fun in that.
The improv show ended with the alphabet game, where all the actors said goodbye with a different letter of the alphabet, bringing all the groups together to close out the show. The next Millard West Theater performance is Frozen, which will be performing on November 2nd, 3rd, and 5th. Tickets are on sale now. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Ziana Salgado and Jacob Hargens.
Seniors, don't forget to turn in your senior photos and senior tributes by November 1st so they can be put in the yearbook. Stop by room 312 or email Mr. Hilburn if you have any questions.
Vallis Pumpkin Patch is a local favorite for people to go to during the fall season. With a wide variety of activities, stores, and more, staff reporter Addison Sharkey and Aubrey Thomas have the story.
One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many.
It's that time of year again. With Halloween and autumn just around the corner, the Vallis Pumpkin Patch is preparing for the next seasonal rush.
As friends and family take to the 400-acre property, they're often met with new attractions and events each year, as well as talented performers. Some of the most popular activities include the haunted house, seeing the farm animals, and the fun mini-games.
I would recommend it because there's a lot of attractions, especially with all the new ones, and it's starting to apply to younger generations and to the older ones as well.
Vallis is a popular fall destination due to its opportunities for families and friends to bond and make memories. But for others, it's also a chance to connect with new people.
I love playing here because I meet a lot of really sweet people. One of my favorite things, and I don't know if you can see them behind me right now, but there's a family that I met here, and every year they come back and listen. It's one of my favorite things. It's like our anniversary.
Vallis isn't just fun for the people that visit, but is also something employees look forward to and enjoy.
I look forward to talking to my coworkers and making friends with them. And I work at the fudge place, so it's really good.
With new attractions and things to do, such as the Foggy Pumpkin Walk and tasty food, as well as new events and performances every night, the Pumpkin Patch is the place to visit.
Make sure to check out Vallis and all of its new features this fall, Wildcats. Tickets can be purchased on the official Vallis website or in person.
We hope you have a spooktacular fall, everyone. This has been Addison Sharkey
and Aubrey Thomas with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Any senior boys interested in the DECA volleyball game, see the daily announcements for the Google Classroom code.
Good luck to the Millard West Marching Band at the NSBA State Marching Contest on Saturday, October 21st at 8:45 at Buell Stadium.
Senior Ethan Ty has been interning in the Millard West Tech office since the summer. Staff reporters Nathan Delaney, Jack Shenzi, and Sam Whitaker bring you this feature.
Every year, one student at West is selected to gain experience in the technology industry by serving as the school's technology intern. Throughout their time in this role, they are given the opportunity to learn more hands-on in the field and develop professional skills and relationships as they carry out daily tasks.
I really wanted to become the tech intern because I really like helping people out, and I've always enjoyed doing technology since I was a kid. So a lot of it is helping, technology issues of students that come in, and then also keeping up the printers in the school. I really enjoy the flexibility of it. Mr. Zolan always, can adapt to my schedule, which is really nice.
Ty is just one of many tech interns West has had. When applying for the job, he stood out in his application.
So we had several good candidates, and we met with each of them for probably about 30 minutes. We asked all the candidates a number of questions, and Ethan's answers to those questions, he didn't have to think a lot about what he was going to say. I liked that he was very quick to answer, and his answers were good. He was also polite and respectful, and just carried himself really well, and that stood out to me.
With this being Ty's senior year, he's taken the opportunity to get involved and run with it, building positive relationships that will last a lifetime.
Ethan was kind of quiet when I first met him, but he's not quiet, and he's very ready to go and do anything that I ask him, and yeah, he's always been he jumps right in. I like when Ethan is in the office because I am sort of stuck at this desk to help people coming in, and if there's a problem, I can send Ethan out to help in the classroom and printers and whatnot.
As the school year goes on, this senior will not only continue to learn about the ins and outs, but use this rare opportunity to build a professional background. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Sam Whitaker and Nathan Delaney.
That's all for this week, Wildcats. For more stories, be sure to check out the Catalyst online at MWHSCatalyst.com and tune in to our radio station, The Uproar, at thehighschoolradioproject.org.
For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Carly Bailey
and Nate Broker. Have a great weekend, Wildcats.